Hey, welcome back. So we're gonna start mission 4. Let's roll, see what map we get. I rolled a 7. Oh my gosh, we're getting map 4, which is the toughest map in the game. But gosh darn it, there's gonna be a lot of bombers on the map. So what does that mean? Well, it means that we're taking this map and turning it over. So let me see if I can figure out how to do that without damaging everything. Here we go. And so you can see we got, they got the cool little colors on them now and all the different types. I think we're starting to get into the flying fortresses here, or I'm sorry, they're always at the super flying fortress is what I meant. The big thing is the threat levels are really, really high. So we very likely don't want to do a lot of map play unless we can get some damage in some other way. So let's see if we can get Schmidt out of the hole, and we do. There we go. I rolled a 9. So I'm going to eagerly bring him back into service, and then we're going to roll. Okay, so let's do this. And I rolled a 5. It almost doesn't matter other than trying to save me some experience points. A 5 puts me at near target. That is an interesting scenario. But you only get 1 experience point for near target. But here the flak helps you take down some planes. Why am I contemplating? Like I told you, we're all poised to do a big run, right? We have very few OP penalty, only 1 point. So why am I very tempted to take the near target? I'm tempted to take the near target because this is map 4, which is a really difficult map. It has so many bombers on here, and a whole bunch of them might fall simply because the flak can make them fall. So could we, we're not going to get a 20-point victory round, but we might get 10. And then we're going to build up our experience points even more, right? That's one thought. The other thought is you know what? There's all these bombers on the map. So let's take them down. So I'm going to spend my 7. Let's go aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Have you guys ever? No, I'm not even going to ask. Inbound. So we're going to do -7. We're going to go inbound, and then it almost, like, unless I roll a 10, I'm spending 7 more. Oh, I rolled a 1. I'm spending 7 more. So we're at -14 EP, and we're going to get 1943 late. We're going to get 20 OP, which is going to go down to 19. And then let's roll for, well, okay, that's the roll for the escort, but you know darn well we were going to spend 7. So I rolled a 9, which actually gets us no escort, so I don't have to spend 7 for that. Yes, I know I rolled too early, but it didn't matter. I was going to do no escort no matter what the outcome was. So the roll is the roll. Okay, so we're at -14 EP. That's really good, because if we destroy 7 bombers, we get that right back. So, yeah, very, very happy. But because I did put the cart before the horse, let's spend our 19, which becomes 21. So here we go. BF-110s, BF-110s with rocket. So here's 3 rockets and 4. And then 1, 2, 3 rockets. And wherever the 4th one is, I will find it. Here it is. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6 right there. We got 3 ME-410s, which are better than the JU-88s because of the +1 here, being better than a +2. So we're going to go ahead and get 2 sets of cannons. So that's 6 cannons to take these things down. Okay. Now, we're going to get our legal team is back. Ifland, Barr, and Schmidt. Attorneys at law. And they're going to have their own cannon. All right, and then we're going to try to throw in our other experts, Frey, Ehlers. Oh, hold on, Ehlers is not one of them. Frey, Ahrens, and then Buttvargen and Obleiser. So all right, so there's 3 cannons for them, and 1, 2, 3 cannons for you. So Oprah is happy, and then we have 1 left over. And let's count up. So we're going to do the accessories first. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I can go to 20 and 21. Now, the issue is I'd love to get out those Ju-88s and more rockets, but just to verify, we can only have 8 rockets max. We can only have 12 cannons max, and there's 3, 6, 9, 12. So unless we want to do cables, which that's a weird option, we could try to do cables. And on this map, I mean, maybe that would work. I mean, what a weird thing to try. Or we can get some armor, which I haven't been doing. It adds +2 when resolving fate of a fighter on the cockpit, engine, and fuel, which is always problematic. Or I can try to get more guys to do pursuit, like Reichert here. So number 2, got to help Picard. The problem with adding a bunch of these guys is, yes, they need to get experience, and yes, that's my strategy, but the problem is they have no skills to help them do hits, and they don't even have the cannon, so when they do get a hit, it's still a crapshoot. That's my situation. I probably need to grab some Ju-88s just because I need to be able to deflect the fighters. So again, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, so I have 2 points left. The cables are they cost 1 whole OP for just 1 cable. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. But I could put a cable in Frey. Or can I? Let me check. See, the FW-190s can have 1 armor and 1 cannon, or instead of a cannon, 1 rocket or a bomb cable. So we can actually put bombs on them too. I didn't even think about bombs. So it's 2 OP for 4 bombs. That's too much. Oh, choices. So we'll get some Ju-88s to deal with escorts, during the vector map. That'll be 1. And then I think I know this is against my better judgment, but Frey here will do a cable, and maybe we can get him some experience points by downing some planes with his dang cable. I don't know. That's what we'll do. I could try to give him a bomb. I just don't know how. He drops a bomb, it could completely miss, and yeah, that's the story of my life. All right. These are just for defense, but we can also use them to pursue things or whatever. Or like we were doing before, we were using them to do evasive oblique, wherever the sun was. So now my biggest mistake is I always put them here, and then I got to use that space to do my next die rolling. So what map is this? This is map 7. So we need to do... I'm sorry, it's map 4. I rolled a 7. Map 4 inbound, we need to go to page 19. Okay, so we're going to roll, and I rolled an 8, and then I'll just bring you over here, and you can see we got 3 hits. This guy in the middle in the front, this guy on the end and that one on the end. So we'll start here with the end one. And it is a fuselage. Trying to find my dice. And so it's a 2. And we go up here. And we have another fuselage. It's a turret hit on that one. And then way over here on the end, we have a fuselage 3. I need one of those markers that can, or one of those sticks that can push markers across the table. All right. So now we're going to roll for anchored. I just rolled an 8, which is level and low flank. If you roll a 3 or a 7, apply the result and roll again. Apply the next result as well as the first. If you roll a 3 or 7, ignore the asterisk. Holy cow. Good thing I didn't roll a 3 or a 7, but I rolled an 8. So level and low on this side. So the only unfortunate part about that is that means I got to reach across the whole dang map now. Okay, let's roll for the sun. I rolled a 9, and the sun is high flank on the same side. Okay, now we're going to roll for tactical points. That's a 6. That is 3 tactical points, which becomes 5. And then let's roll for the turn. And I rolled a 6. Sorry, I'm dealing with a component malfunction here. So 6 on the turns. That puts us at a flight limit of 9, and that's very nice. So that gives us up to 11. So the flight limit's a lot more generous on these higher maps. Then contrails. And a 4 is no contrails. So I was hoping to get a contrails on that one, because that would have helped us. So let's get the vector map out. I need to shuffle a deck here real quick. In fact, I'm going to pause so you don't have to watch me do this. Okay, decks are shuffled. Let's get rolling here with the vector map. All right, usual stuff. Everything is in the middle, like always. Let's roll. Higher is always better. I rolled a 12, which gives us a fallen bomber and a radio. So let's roll for radio first. Oh, we rolled an odd, which is there's 1 TP penalty, which we can easily pay, and somebody's delayed. So the delay marker, remember these guys are actually individual. The delay marker is going to go in one of them. So no worries. And we actually have a fallen bomber. So I got a 6. That's even. We want to take it out, and I'm going to send... well, we get to see the damage first. Let's see the damage. So here's the 2 tokens. That's 4 wing damage. That could be a dead on arrival situation. That's actually a tougher choice. A dead or arrival might mean we're wasting a guy. I'm going to send a JU-88 after that one, because I think we might get a dead on arrival with that one. So that could be a really risky move on my part, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm being greedy. I could have gone for the guaranteed victory points, but I'm going to hope that we get victory points on this sly with that one. All right. As usual, we're all moving forward. Rolling again, and I rolled a 7. That's not good. A 7 is somebody goes home. Well, that's easy. We'll send our delayed guy home. So that's done. And now we're going to push up to the final one. This one will go in the low box. So here we go. That's a 13, which I think is decent. A 13 is somebody goes home and a straggler. Well, we know who's going home. So this JU-88 thing worked out perfectly. And then we get another straggler. So let's roll. An even number. We like that. who are we sending after this one? So we got this is an auto kill, elevator and 0. So who do I send? Well, I'm tempted to say let's send our cable guy. Because everything else has cannons and I mean, this sort of blows, but yeah, we're going to send our cable guy. Oh, do I really want to do that? Yeah, because whoever else I send, they're in no better situation. Yeah, we're going to send Frey. Now, if I would have rolled high enough on the radio, if I would have rolled an even, I would have been fine. I mean, I'm whining about scoring victory points, by the way. So just on the record, I just whined about scoring victory points because I didn't do it with style. All right, so we just got 2 experience and 2 victory points for that. We don't even have to roll for that one. Okay, everybody's entering the map low. We know that. We got our pursuit map 1943 here, even though we have the really nice bombers. Let me just check to make sure that the pursuit map doesn't change. So here you got pursuit map 44 green, 44 and 45 silver, which is what these are, right? These are the silver guys. So let me check the other side of this one. Yeah, that's pursuit map 42 and then 43. So we're in 43. So I don't think we used the 44 silver because it's not 44 yet, even though we have this bigger map. All right, how many TP points am I giving to this guy? He's coming in to Ju-88 with 2 wings. I'm going to give him 0 because I just want him to get the kill. Red is going to be the first number. Red needs a 9 or a 10. Black needs a 7 to 10. And we get neither. Oh my goodness gracious. So now we're coming in nose high 2. Well, let's roll for sun. The sun is 7, which is oblique high. Oh, I don't know if I want to do oblique. Yeah, we'll do nose high 2. And let's see what happens. Nose high 2 is a hit on both sides. So let's do his hit first. So the Ju-88 is hit with a wing damage, and he is going into the wing bucket. So we're off to a bad start there. And then let's see if his hit does something. He does not have a cannon, because we thought this was going to be an easy peasy lemon squeezy. This is good. We got a wing. 5 wing damage is not enough to get the wing kill, but we get to roll a 5 to a 10. So let's get the right roll here, and we did not. All right, so that was 2 points lost. And that was just bad rolling. There was no reason we shouldn't have gotten. With the 3 dice rolls that we had, that should have been a slam dunk. Okay, so we're coming here for tail level. We got rockets. We got more rockets. We got cannons. And we got more cannons. All right. So I have 6 guys, all with cannons. And basically their role is going to be to pursue. I'm not really going to do any map play with them. So we're just coming in nose low, with them. If I do some map play, it'll be to go to the sun high. All right, that was all mission turn 1. And there's no cohesion checks because we're not doing the B24 map. Mission turn 2. Everybody's going up to the nose. So these guys will go up to nose level. Or I guess we could move them all here. But I'll keep them at nose level for now. These ones are going to move up to tail level. Should I reduce the flight limit by 1? Yes, I will do that and increase 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to get 14 TP for that. So I'm going to go down to 10. So I go down to 10 on the flight limit, and I get 14 TP, which puts me to 18. So this is a 10. There we go, 18. All right, so now we do our blast and flak. We like to do rockets first. We know that our tail gunners are going to go after the rear. So it would be, you know, these three elements here, right? That's what the tail gunners are going to go after. So the rockets, I think the best candidate is right here. So we're going to go after those guys right there. And then we can go after maybe these ones, those ones, or those ones. I really don't know if we have enough to damage the entire map. This is just too large of a map. So I think we need to target these for sure, yes. But then I'm thinking we just need to target another one of these rear groups. And that's where my thoughts are. So I'm thinking 4 rockets on this one, and then 4 rockets on the one far away, so that way I don't have to reach across the map anymore. So that's what we're going to do. So let's start with the 4 rockets that are here. Okay, just a reminder, this is what we're looking for. We do have the 4th bomber position filled, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 4. So a black 6 is good. A red 6 is not. So a black 6 through 10 and a red 7 through 10 is what we're looking for the high number. And then anything higher than a 4 for the low number. Okay, so let's do the first rocket fired. And I rolled doubles, which that's not a problem. Or no, it is a problem, isn't it? I think a double is bad. Oh, okay. Yep. It's bad. A double is a complete miss, so it's gone. That hasn't happened to us in a long time. Okay, now we got a 4-2, which is also bad. Boy, we're just sucking wind. So what it's saying is we go here, and then we go here. So the detonation is actually in this formation, which is the other one we're targeting. So that's sort of good, but we need to hit the ones that we're trying to hit. And there we go. We got a red 8 and a black 5. A black 5 is a hit. And a red 8 puts us right there. So let's draw. The only one we can hit is the bomber that's next to it, which is this one. Oh, by the way, look, these are only 3. They're not 4. I didn't even pay attention to that. Oh, that's really weird. That one's only 3 over there as well. There we go. We got a wing. And so we did 2 wing damage to that one. And then we got the last rocket. So I'm going to fire the last rocket. And we got a 9, which is good. And a 5 is another hit. So red 9 puts us here. And then I'm going to hit that same bomber again. It doesn't behoove me to hit all 3 of them once. All 3 of those bombers. So let's just pick on that one bomber. And it's another wing damage. And that is enough for a kill if we can get him to drop. That's an auto kill. So there we be. Okay, so yeah, we need to do cannons and stuff first. I don't want to get ahead of myself too much. All right, I forgot. We're not doing rockets against these guys, so that one will cause some cohesion to ebb on these ones, which is good. And then we're going to go ahead and go after those ones up there. So remember, we're doing 4. And you can just look at this group here, which is identical to the group up there. And I'm just going to roll because this is just closer, so I'm not reaching all the way across the board. All right, so I rolled a 9-2. The 2 is a miss, but the 9 is good. And the 9 will hit them right in this area, but obviously on the other end of the map. So now I'm going to roll again for the second one. 4-3 is awful. And where does that put us? That's off the map, so it's a complete miss. Next one is a 7-6. This one is going to be good. All right, so this one will hit the formation here, and the 6 does 2 damage. No, I'm sorry, 1 damage. The 6 does 1 damage, but that's good. So which one am I going to hit? This one's the one that the tail gunners are going to hit, so I'm going to hit this one. So I will put that in place. Let's get one for the tail gunners. Almost, but not enough. And then we're on the last rocket. And 3 is a miss, but the 8 is really good. And that's going to be right here. So you can see we have 3 explosions all around, and that one got hit, and then 2 explosions here, 1 explosion there. So all the BF-110s have done their thing. I don't want to go determined with my BF-110s because of, reasons. We learned our lesson there to try to get, swarm and all that stuff. But let's do our cannons. We only have 6. And I get to pick which group we're going to start, gunning after first. And there's a part of me that wants to pick on that one up there. Because when those detonations start occurring, it's going to make things drop. And I would like to do some damage to at least one of them. So let's do that. So we're going to go after those. We have 6 tries. Yes, I'm reaching across the map now. That's a miss. That's the first one. Second one is doubles. So we have a no ammo already. Third one. That's a hit. All right, so we got a fuselage of 1. Fourth one is a miss. Fifth one is a hit. It's a rudder. Oh, yep, rudder of 2. And then the last one is a hit. So we got a 50% hit there. That's good. It's another fuselage. Oh, that's a rudder. That's a dead on arrival, that guy right there. So we can send our no ammo guy after him. Okay, that's all 6 of our cannons. So you can see we're making a dent, but not that much of a dent. So let's do some cohesion checks now. This one, there is no cohesion check here because there's only 1, but that detonation is going to cause the element to become loose. And this is its own element. Okay, now we go here. This element fails its cohesion check, which helps us. So we're already loose. And then this detonation makes it go kaput. And then this one will make this one fall, and he's an auto kill. So I will put him on mission turn 2 with the white symbol. So we have that one fell with an auto kill. All right, so now we move, and I got to remember to give myself an experience point for that. Okay, so now we go here. A 9 doesn't. This one will give him a loose element. This one will go kaput. This one will make this guy fall, who is also a dead on arrival. All right, so we got 2 dead on arrivals here that we can send somebody who has no ammunition after. All right. So let's bring the camera back. Gonna give myself 2 more experience points for the staff. And we move up to mission turn 3. Okay, we have 1 no ammo guy. We're gonna send him to go after one of these. We can wait until the next mission turn before we have to roll a penalty for intercepting these. So I have a feeling we're going to get one more no ammo before then. So we'll wait to go after the other one. I'm sitting here armed to the teeth with some really awesome fighters ready to take something down. I still don't know what to do with them because I know if I commit nose attack, I can get some hits in, but I'm running all kinds of risks of problems, and I want them to pursue stuff that goes down. The problem is not much has gone down, and the two that have are auto kills. So we're down to 5 cannons left for shooting at the rear, and that's the problem with bringing so many armed guys with cannons, right? Is that there's no cannons left for the rear. And then I would need to look, so like, let's say we had a Sturm 190 that's automatically equipped with a cannon and an armor. It said that half your roster has them, so 10 of your people have them. I mean, it says there's a max of 8 cannons. So what would you even do on a mission if you had 10 OP points and you decided to bring your whole roster of Sturm 190s? There's a lot of thoughts going through my head that have nothing to do with this mission at the moment. So these BF-110s, I can try to send them around here for a possible attack to try to, loosen these up and then maybe help my nose guys coming in. It's a thought. And how would it help them? Well, if they're coming in this way to attack him, the nose guys can be coming in to attack him, and they can be coming in this way to attack that one, and then they can reduce the collision check. There's the issue. 3 threat, 4 threat. You see how bad it is? And even up front here, 5 threat, 3. This is just a really difficult map to try to do that with. So the other thing I can do is just continue to wait. Or I can actually, I have some other options. Excuse me. I have some other options. I can try, like with Ifland. Ifland has the ability to manufacture hits out of nowhere. I can try to attack with him and just annihilate something. And then in the process, okay, these guys are all going to go into the sun because you can go to any flank for 0 TP. So they're all going to go into the sun so I can attack from there, oblique. And then those BF-110s are sitting there. I learned my lesson. I'm not going to attack with them, although there is a juicy 2 threat one right back there that I could go after. His element's not, I really could, but I'm not doing it because I've learned my lesson. We're just not. And so then we're going to just let the cannons take some stuff out. So what are the cannons going to do? Well, we took out that one way over there, and so we have to go after that one or this one or this one. And just because that one is further back, we'll choose that one. I think it's physically further back on the map, but I don't think rules-wise it matters. And we're down to 5 cannons now. So here's the first one. Miss. Second. Miss. Third. That's out of ammo. The exact scenario we talked about. But it is a hit. This was a 10, so it is a hit. And the hit is fuselage. Okay, fourth one. Hit. That is a insta-kill if he goes down. And then the last one, hit. Go ahead and hit that same guy one last time. It's a wing of 1. Okay, so I want to just point out something real quick. These two are dead on arrivals. He's already there to intercept him. On the next mission turn, this one will be here, which is an automatic interception. I'm going to just deal with them now, so I can unclutter my board and get some no ammo markers back. These two guys will return home safely, because all they have to do is drive by and confirm the kills, and here's 2 kills. So we're going to just put all those back in the tray. I guess you could argue that since I put them back in the tray, they shouldn't be there. But we got a fallen bomber plus 1, 2, 3, 4 points and kills. All right. So our situation now is cohesion checks. So we get this middle one, which is probably not going to change much, and it doesn't. We got this one up here, which because that one bomber fell, he had all the damage. That one doesn't change. And then we have this rear one that we're going to try to bring down. That ties it, which does not reduce the cohesion. So we move on to mission turn 4. All right, so I brought these guys over because I'm thinking, all right, let's kill something, because we need to like urge this along. This, of course, is where the 5 cannons are going to go after. Actually, we're down to... Oh, I'm screwing up. I'm taking BF-110s away instead of ME-410s. 2 of these ME-410s are gone. All right, they're the ones that had no ammo and intercepted. All of the BF-110s are still alive and ready to do something. Okay, so what am I thinking here? Well, I think we're going to go attack with all of our guys. And we're going to use our luck and those kind of things to get ourselves out of trouble. We are anchored on this side, but we have the sun to help us. And so that's it. And just remember that we learned in the last video that the targeted, I call it target, but it's really timing, where you can manufacture a hit out of nowhere. You have to be determined to use it. So, so you can't go evasive and then just get in free hits. Okay, so why am I doing this? Well, Bar in particular can manufacture a free hit. Iflin can manufacture a free hit. Aaron's cannot, so maybe we want to do something different with him. Schmidt can manufacture a free hit, but Fargan can manufacture a free hit. So these two cannot manufacture free hits. So we have 2 guys that cannot, and they may just go evasive, right? We'll take a crack shot at them with them, but they may go evasive. Everybody else, I think, is going to go determined. Now we are coming from the flank, so I got to be careful because this is a 3 threat instead of a 2. But if I go back further, you know, over there, that's a 3 threat instead of 2. But because that element is loose, I got a -1, but that's still a 3. Over here, we have a fallen and a -1. So this 5 in the middle becomes a 3. This 4 becomes a 2. See that? That becomes a 2. So I can go after something like that. We do have anchored flank, so some of these easier targets are not as easy. So what do I do? And remember, I'm coming in high, so some of these have a +1 high on them as well. I just want to get some kills and some thrills. So even with the anchored flank, this element is loose, so this is still a 2. So Buttfargan's going to go after this one. Okay, that's a 2. We have, like I said, that one is also a 2. So we're going to go after that one with Schmidt. And then we have Bar, who's about as good as Schmidt. but not much better. I'm looking at the board to see if there's any opportunities. There really isn't. This one right here is a 2. So bar is going to go after that one right there. And then we have Ifland, who can go after anything and probably make it look good. And he's going to go here into that 5 zone to go after that one. Okay? Now, these two are going to be evasive. So we'll have them just help out. So this one will help out Buttfargen, evasive. And then this one will help out bar, evasive, right? We'll go evasive like that. So we do have to roll a collision check, but since one person's evasive, it's going to be pretty much a nothing burger. So let's go for the first one and the second one. This is the first one. Oh, I do got to roll on this one. I got to roll on both, actually. So first one's a 3. I'm fine. Second one's a 2. I'm also fine. So that was potentially an issue. Okay, so what am I trying to do here? I'm just trying to accelerate the kills. It does mean, though, that my ability to pursue them in the pursuit map is greatly reduced. That's the problem I'm running into, but I just don't have a lot of faith that 4 cannons are going to do the job. So, so we're going to make some magic happen. So let's start here. We have a threat of 2. We're coming in high flank. Remember, we have the sun. If you're determined, you have to roll an even in order for the sun to block a hit. Otherwise, the evasive automatically blocks a hit. So this one automatically blocks a hit. We're going to start with him. Oblique high, it's anchored. So that would be a 3, but this makes it a 2. Okay, so oblique high, 2. Oblique high 2 is we take a hit. Oh, we're evasive. Never mind. We don't, so nothing happens, which is what I was expecting. And this guy's not good enough to manufacture a hit out of nowhere. I forgot to say where we're going. We're going to the, we got to go to the tail, because the tail is where all the damage is being done. If we go to the nose, we're dealing with these fresh formations up here that have a lot of high lethality. We don't want to do that. So we're going to go to the tail, but are we climbing or are we diving? It's a great question. I have no idea. We're going to dive, because then it's a dive roll. So we're going to dive to the tail. So we were coming in oblique. It had a progress of 2. So that means we're here. So that is now a 3. And what is he? Is he an FW? Yep, he's an FW. So I got to draw the other card. All right, so we are in a threat level of 3. And I would say that's good. Okay. Next we have is Buttfargen, also threat level 2, oblique high. Oblique high, but he's determined threat level 2. He takes a hit and he does a hit. Perfect. So for the hit that he takes, if we roll an even, the sun blocks it. We do, which is fantastic. So we do a hit, and he has a cannon. So we get to draw 2. And we have a engine number 9, and going down Chicago line. If the train should jump the track, do you want your money back? And I rolled a 9. So this one falls, and he didn't have to use any of his skills, which is what is really rocking. So we have a fallen bomber on mission turn 4 with only engine damage. So that one does need a good pursuer. The progress on this was 2. So we're going to fall to here, and this is a 4, 3, 2. But before I forget, I got to give the staff 1 experience, and Buttfargen gets an experience. So he's up to 4. All right, so now we're going to do continuing fire, and he's a BF 109 with a threat of 2. And he was determined. So we are roll diving, remember? So I get to skip. And I am so glad I picked roll dive instead of roll climb. And so yeah, he goes to here in the return box, but not the evasive return box, the other one. So far we're doing great, no damage. So let's do this one, oblique high, 3 minus 1, which is 2. Oblique high, 2 evasive. Actually, oblique high, 1, 3 minus 2. Oblique high, 1 evasive. And oblique high, 1 evasive is a hit with a progress of 2. And I know I'm not mentioning it, but they're all doing the same thing. So this one's going to go 1, 2 in the progress range. And he actually gets a hit. And who is this? This is Oblicer. Oblicer has a cannon, so we draw 2. We got ourselves a wing and a wing. This one destroys and rolls lower, so we're going to go with that one. Let's see if we can get a destroy out of this. That is almost a 9. It's a 9 upside down. So we did 2 wing damage to it, well, which is still great, but no experience points for Oblicer. And then we're going to do continuing fire. He is a BF 109 with a 1. So we're great. This is doing great. Everybody's making it home. He had luck, so he would have been able to avoid all kinds of stuff with the sun. So now we're on to peanut butter bar time. And again, that's oblique high 1, but this time determined. And you can see we take a hit, which we will roll for the sun. Okay, so Bar has to use a luck. So let me write that down. Bar is using his luck. What mission number is this? Mission 4. Okay, so luck is gone. Oh, he has quick. Let me check that again. He has quick. Nope, that wouldn't have helped him either, would it? Because he would have just, I mean, he could use quick to avoid the hit. I'm going to let it go for now. So we use the luck, apparently. All right, so Bar has the ability to manufacture a hit out of nothing. So that's what we're going to do. So he's going to use his timing, which I keep calling target. And here we go. So 2 fuselage, 1, both of them are crap. And then he has his aim, which lets him do another hit. So he will do that. And here we go. We got a wing and a wing. So this is a 9 roll that does 3 wing damage. That would put it up to 5. This is a 10 roll, which does 2. I'm going to do the 10 roll because I want the kill. So let's see if we can get the kill. And we rolled a 1, so no kill there. And the 3 versus the 2 would not have been enough to make this an auto kill. So we're fine. The progress was 2. So he goes to the back there, and he's basically rolling a threat 1. But he's used all of his skills except for 1. And here he'll use his quick skill. So he's used all of his skills now. He's going to use his quick skill to move to this side so he doesn't take a damage. And so he has to return evasive instead of determined because of that choice. All right, so Bar, I need to mark it down. He used luck, quick, timing, and aim. So basically, Bar's used everything that there is to use. And to make matters worse, Bar didn't bring down his target, and we thought he would be able to. He definitely did a lot of damage to it, though, and I'm glad we picked the one in the back because our guys with the cannons might be able to do something with that, and cohesion checks might help us as well. So now we move up here, and so we're going to start with this one. He's a 4, 3, 2. So 2 threat, it's Schmidt, and he's coming in determined, oblique with a 2. Determined, oblique 2. We do have to do a collision check. I keep forgetting. I may have missed this one other time. So let's do collision. And I have an exit or pay 2 TP, so obviously I will pay a 2 TP. But that marker does go out there. Pay 2 TP. And so he progresses 3, which would make him go 1, 2, all the way here to 3. Oh my gosh, that's a 5 threat. That's awful. But Schmidt is going to use his target to get a hit in and his aim. So here's the target. So I can do this to make him go down, or this. Yeah, they're going to do the engine. And I don't make him go down, so it takes an engine damage. So we're going to use our aim to get another hit in. And we have a fuselage or fuselage. This one will get a kill. That one will do 2 rudder damage. They're both crappy. I'll do the 2 rudder damage one. And there it is. He drops. So we got another plane down. Right here. There's no guarantee that's going to be an easy kill, but we can at least pursue him. And Schmidt gets an experience for that. We have a fall. And that's going to help Ifland. All right, so we get 1 experience for the staff, and then 1 experience for Schmidt. Schmidt levels up. So we're going to give him... Oh, do we give him another target? Do we give him another luck? I think we're going to give him another target. So Schmidt has on mission 4, he's used his 1 target and 1 aim. Okay. We're going to draw continuing fire with him, and he's in a 5 threat area. So bing. So it doesn't matter. He's diving, so he will have to use his luck as well. Oh my gosh. So Schmidt is using his luck. I should have probably given him another luck, huh? All right, we definitely don't want him to get injured again, but he does make it out undamaged to here. All right, and then last one is Ifland. So he's in a 5 spot that becomes 4-3-2 because of the elements around it. So he's coming in oblique high 2. Oh, Schmidt has the sun, so I get to roll. There you go, it's even. He didn't use his luck. No luck yet for Schmidt. So, or that was luck for Schmidt. That was lucky that he didn't have to use his luck. So no luck became yes luck. So there, yes, he's lucky to have no luck. There we go. All right, so high 2 determined is a hit on him. So let's roll to see if the sun protects him. And it does. So Ifland does not have to take the hit for that. And then he's going to manufacture some hits. So how many can he do? He can do 4. 2 targets, 2 aims. So here's target number 1, or timing number 1. So we can do a wing and an engine. We're going to do the engine because I want Schmidt or Ifland to keep his skills. And I rolled a 7. It was almost a 1. So it does fall. So this particular plane falls with 2 damage. And again, that's not a guarantee kill. But here's what's interesting. That whole element is now gone. And his progress card, I forgot to check, was 2. So he's going to go 1, 2, and he's in a 4 threat area, which is not good. He may still end up using his luck yet. He is, if dive rolling, skip continuing fire. So that was really good. So he will go here untouched. All right, so let me remember to add the experience points here. So 1 for the staff, 1 for Ifland. All right, so we got some bombers down, and just to recap, we have 3 of them there that need to be pursued. Okay, so now, oh gosh, did I attack first and forget to do blast and flak? I forgot to do blast and flak. I forgot to do cohesion check. I went and attacked right away, didn't I? I can't remember. I think I decided, okay, these guys are going to attack, and then I went ahead with the attack. Crap, I can't remember now. Okay, I need to end this video so I can go review it and see if I made that mistake. So the issue is, in the turn, you do the move, and I committed my guys to attack, and I think I went ahead and attacked with them down here and skipped all these steps in the middle. That's the thing I'm wondering if that's what I did. And I don't know a way to look this up without stopping the recording and then uploading it and reviewing it. So what would have changed? I would have gotten some more cannon fire in, that's for sure. But I wouldn't have so what would have changed is possibly this region here would have changed. But actually that one back there would have changed too, because if it had a cohesion failure, I wouldn't have had 5 threat and 4 threat like I just did. So only the one guy with the 5 threat was an issue. All right, I'm going to assume I skipped. So let's continue. I got 4 cannons, and I would start with this guy again. So number 1, that's evens. So I go out of ammo. On another one. Three cannons, that's a miss. Shot number 3 is a miss, and then the last shot is a miss. So no change in outcome, except for the cohesion check. This is a 4. Yeah, see, the element is now -1. All right, so that means that 5 would have become a 4. So we were looking at Schmidt. Here's the deck. This is the one Iflin had. This is the one Schmidt had. The 5 would have become a 4. Yeah, he still would have been hit. So there's really no outcome change there. Now this one is a little different because this wasn't fallen. These 3 weren't hit, so there would have been no cohesion roll here. This one would have been an impossible roll, and then that one on the end. Yeah, so we're fine. Nothing changed other than that element went loose. Okay? All right, so mission turn 5. Here we go. So I got 3 bombers that need to be intercepted. What am I going to do? Well, I have my move phase. This guy with no ammo, I just have him off to the side. He's at tail level 0. In fact, all these guys are, so let me fix this. These 3 are moving up. These 2, 3 are still in the reserve box, okay? So they move up. They don't get to intercept yet, but next turn they can. This guy could have intercepted now, and I'm going to. Not because I really want to go after one of those bombers, but because maybe I want to turn around and go after an insta-kill guy later. So that's what I'm going to do. So he's pursuing at the moment, but he doesn't have anybody to go after yet. Okay, I have 3 cannons. I am going to continue to pick on this guy. So cannon 1, that's a hit. So we have a fuselage hit. It's another 1. Cannon 2, keep going. That's a hit. And we got an engine hit. And then cannon 3. That is out of ammo, but he hits. And it's another engine. So So just a lot of tokens on that guy. But we got another cannon guy out of ammo. So I'm just setting him off to the side. All right, cohesion check. We're gonna do, it's a little off camera. I need a 2 or less. Then we're gonna do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 does not degrade it. That's a crappy roll. And then right underneath the camera, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I rolled a 1. So this one degrades to kaput. Okay, so now we're on mission turn 6. So just to refresh, we have 3 fallen bombers. We need to pursue them. If I pursue them this turn, I automatically intercept. And I just happen to have 3 guys that can pursue. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So those 3 guys will go after him. And then these 3 move up. I have 2 cannons left, and we're gonna continue to pick on this guy in the rear. Now, can I even go after, I guess you could argue I could go after this one. This one is kaput, so maybe I wanna help this. Yes, I'm gonna go after this one. So I have 2 cannons. That's a miss. That's a miss. So I didn't do squat. All right, so way up here, it's a 1 or a 2. This one, I roll a 10, so it still doesn't do anything. And then this one, it improves. So now we move to mission turn 7. All right, so these 3 guys can do something, but they don't really want to, at least I don't think. We have Bar, who I think has used every skill he has. Yes, we have Aaron's, who just has luck, and we have Oblacer, who also just has luck. So they're not like the best guys in the world to... I'm still sitting on these BF-110s that can do something too. So like I theoretically could attack. And now that these formations are a bit weaker, you know, this one here is only a threat 1 now. So I could try. It's just, I'm risking so much, but sure, I'm tail low with Aaron's. So we're gonna go after this one. And then I'm tail low with Oblacer. If I go after this one, that's a threat of 2. But I'm gonna go after the one on the front because that one would be juicy to bring down. And then Bar, I'm actually going home with Bar because he has no protection anymore, no skills. And Bar is going to stay safe for another day. I've learned my lesson there. These BF-110s, I've been keeping them around because if I need to intercept, I can send them. You know, some fallen bombers. That's the only reason I'm keeping them around. Otherwise, I'm trying not to lose my OP for the next mission. I have more than enough experience points to do this again and do another inbound and keep getting victory points that way. So, okay, so let's do the cannons. I'm gonna shoot the cannons up here like we did before. We have 2 of them. That's a hit. And we have a fuselage. That's a rudder 3. That's a kill. If I can get him to go down. Next one. That's a miss. All right, so the 2 cannons did their job. And now we do cohesion check in the back, or up here. This is a 1 or a 2. In the back. Finally, this thing goes to kaput. And just at the right time, because we're attacking it with Aaron's, then this one up front here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I rolled a 3, so this one goes kaput at just the right time too. So which one are we gonna do first? Well, let's do this guy, Oblacer. He has just luck, that 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna go tail, low, 1. They came in tail low. So it's tail low 1 against him, determined. And where's he going? He's climbing high to the sun. So tail low 1, determined. Tail low 1, determined is a hit for both. He will use his luck to block that hit. and then do a hit. So he has a cannon, so we can do 2 hits. And I really want this guy to just go down, so I'm going to do the engine hit, although that wing would kill it. That'd be enough for it to be a dead on arrival, but I need it to go down. So I rolled, and I got an 8. So it does exactly what I wanted it to do. It goes down. It could still be a dead on arrival, but we got a point for Obliser. That's the big one. All right, so let's do that real quick. Staff gets a point. Obliser gets a point. And we have another fallen, another med alert. They've fallen and they can't get up. All right, so now we're in a threat 2, 3, 4. This is a threat 0 zone now, even though there's still a bomber alive. And we are climb rolling. Spend a TP or exit. So we'll spend a TP. There's still 15 left. So we got plenty of that. And what he did was he went here. He returned high. Okay, so he did his job. He took something down. He gained an experience. He's still alive. He did use his luck. So I'm pretty sure he's going to come home. I'm saving him for another day. And I know that's not until next turn, but I got all those BF-110s to pursue fallen bombers. So that's what they're going to do. Okay. So now let's go to this other one that's kaput. And he's in a threat 0, tail level 1, 0, or sorry, tail level 0 determined. Tail level 0 determined is a hit with nothing back. Gotta like that. So we're gonna draw 2. And what do we got? We got this guy is an auto kill if he can just go down. And so I really just want to pick, oh gosh, this is the only way he can go down. So let's try it. I gotta roll a perfect 10. That didn't happen. So we just did 2 more damage to him and put another token on him. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and he's still not down. And I'm going to draw continuing fire. It's a threat of 0, and we're totally fine. And so he makes it back. And this guy still has his luck, so I am not sending him home. He's going to stay right where he is. Oh, you know what? The Obliser is not going to go home either. I forgot. We're going into the sun. So Obliser can use the sun to protect him. So he technically has 1 more, quote, luck on his side. So I won't send him home prematurely. That brings us to the end of the mission, though. Or I'm sorry, mission turn. So we got 1 bomber that is fallen and can't get up, and we move up to turn 8. So what do? Well, I'm going to send this BF-110 after that bomber. So we got 1 BF-110 going after the bomber. These 2 are going to move up to here. That's all they can do this turn. And then our cannons are still going to do what they do. And let's roll for cohesion. So in the back there, nothing. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can almost, I was going to say, look at that. I rolled an 8. This almost was awful. So this improves to loose. And yes, this bomber finally goes down. Now, all these damage markers, I'm just going to throw back in the cup. And here's why. Remember, I had this no ammo guy just waiting for that moment. So this bomber was a dead on arrival situation. So we get, first of all, we're going to get 1 experience for falling, and then 2 for the kill. And then 2 victory points for the kill. All right. So this element here is a lot worse for us, meaning they're a lot more stable now because there's not that much damage. This one over here we haven't rolled for yet. There's not much to roll. So this kaput improves. Okay, so now we got our cannon guys, and I have no choice but to pick on that one right there that you're looking at. And that is an insta-kill if we can get it to go down. So let's roll for, we have only 2 cannons left. There's a hit. So what do we get? We have an engine, which did not happen. Next cannon is a miss. All right, so now we move up to turn 9. This is the second to last turn of the game. I can try to attack with these guys. If I do, they're basically out. All they had was luck anyways. But, so if I attack with them, who would I attack? Why would I attack? Well, I would probably just try to attack this guy here where we already have 2 guys with cannons shooting at him. Everywhere else, it's not much help, right? You know, because that one's full strength. All the way down on the end, that guy's not that weak. This one is damaged, but everything around it is strong. Like, it's not really a good attack. Although, we're coming out of the sun. One of them has luck and the sun. The other one just has the sun. So could we get an experience point? Because if we can make this fall, then it's an easy target to chase and get. It's an automatic 2 points. So we need to take it down. Otherwise, if I wait, let the 2 guys with the cannon shoot at this, maybe we can get it to fall on its own, and then I can pursue it with one of these guys, right? And try to get experience points. Well, actually, this is an auto kill. So, don't need to pursue it with one of these guys. All right, we're going to go in. Schmidt is all out of his luck, or Obleser, I mean. So he will go in evasive. The other guy will not. And we'll draw the collision check because the evasive will be more generous. And dang it, I keep drawing those. So let's, boy, if I would have rolled a 1, then bad things happen. Okay. Actually, let me check because we don't do this very often. Well, if you're in evasive mode, treat it as no collision. So I've been rolling dice when I don't need to. So my apologies. Okay, so cannons go first. And cannons have no choice but to go after this one. I know that one physically looks further behind, but there's that bomber behind it that was behind. Like, this is the rearmost bomber of the formation. That one is not the rearmost. I mean, it is now, but I technically think this is the one we have to do. So let's roll. That's a miss, and then the next one is a miss. So nothing happens there. Cohesion check up there, over here. Ooh, this one fails just in time, and then the one way up there, nothing. Okay, so now we go ahead and do our attack. So let's do Mr. Evasive first. Obleser is high oblique with a 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. High oblique 0, evasive. It's nothing, and it's a 2. And yes, I'm going to dive to the tail. So we would go this way. And that one is a 2 threat area. And he is evasive, so we're fine. All right, he's not going to return in time, so he's out. Okay, this one is a high oblique direct. And you can see we have to do a collision check, and he's going to progress 3. So let's do the collision check first. It's a veer. That's a problematic one. Hold on. If the number rolled is less than the number of fighters in the element, he would take a hit. If it's equal to or higher, all fighters in the space break away to tail position, either return box or boxes. So he's breaking away now to the tail position, and he was doing that anyways. This other one Okay, so he was the only one in his space because the other one we resolved first, but he did do a hit. That still applies. So I'm going to draw 2. And the 2 I draw, I'm choosing the engine for sure. And I did not get enough. So it did add at least another marker. And that's it. I don't have to do continuing fire because the veer made him go to the tail space. So that part actually worked out. So now we're on the final turn of the game. So I'm going to send all 3 of these guys to the box, to the pursuit map, in case a bomber falls, right? So then we can pursue those bombers, right? But right now, nothing has fallen. So these guys I'm going to actually send home. And then I have 2 cannons left, and we're going to just keep firing with our cannons. And yes, I still have no choice but to go after this one. And so that's a hit. Here's the hit. It is a fuselage of 2, and then the next one is a miss. All right, then those guys are basically done, so they go home. All right, so then we do cohesion. Nothing matters because nothing's kaput except for this one. So I'm going to roll for this one. I rolled an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dang it. It improved. He did not fall. So we failed. Failed to do anything with that last one. So that stinks. We had at least 2 points there. These other ones I wasn't as worried about, but that was 2 points we just left. All right, so let's hurry up and clean this up. That goes away. These anchors and sun. All right, so sanity check. Where are we at here? We just invested 14 experience points. Was it worth it? Well, right now we've gained 5, 10, 15, 16 back. So we're at a net of +2 experience points. So this 59 is going up. We are at 5, 6, 7, 8 victory points, which is more than the 7 we had last time and more than the 5 before that. Not quite the 20. But 8 is good, and we're not done. We have more going on over here. So we'll get out the pursuit map. All right, so we got an engine and a rudder. So the engine will give us 2. The rudder is not enough to kill. And who's on the docket? It is Putfargen. He can manufacture a hit. Do I want him to be the one on this one? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Putfargen has not used his skill yet. So let's make it rock. So let's roll for the engine first. Okay, nothing. And he's got 2 TP. I'll take that. I'm not going to spend any more. And we're going to go nose. Oh, we got to get sun. Where's the sun? I rolled a 10. The sun is here. Who cares? I'm going to come in nose high. Nose high 0 is a hit on us and a hit on him. So Putfargen does have luck, and he will use it. I'm just checking him out right now. Yep, he has luck it and he has target. So he can manufacture 1 more hit in addition to this one. Oh, I just drew the wrong tokens. Let's get the other bag here, or box. There we go. So we have a fuselage or a wing. I'm going to take the wing. Nothing. And then he's going to use his timing to do another hit. Both fuselage and both suck. I will at least do the turret one. It's even, so I can come in high. I have 2 TP. That doesn't do me any good. Tail level 2. Tail level 2. He takes a hit. He does a hit and he rides the tail. So He used his luck, so we're in trouble. He's taking a hit. And that hit is an engine hit, which is not good. But let's do the hit. And we can go ahead and do another engine and let's get 1, 2, 3 more. Not that may not make a difference. And we can ride the tail, so I'm gonna ride it. Let's go again. Tail level 2, we take another hit. We do a hit and we ride the tail. Yeah, Buttfargan's gonna die for a second time, and that means he's gone forever from the game. So we're gonna do a wing damage. And it's still not a kill. Oh my gosh. We're gonna ride the tail. Let's keep going. Tail level 2, we're gonna take a hit and do a hit. So let's get another hit for Buttfargan, and let's do another hit. I'm gonna take the wing, I'm pretty sure, yes. That's 6 damage, and the wing finally gets the kill. So I may lose Buttfargan forever, but I did get the kill. And Buttfargan does get the 2 experience points, which may not help him. He does level up and gets 1 more. I would give him the aim. So that way he's as good as Bar and all the other guys. But now we got a fuel, a cockpit, and an engine. So let's study here. The cockpit for a BF-109 needs a 9 or a 10 to land safely. Otherwise it crashes and has a 40% chance of dying when it crashes. That's not good. The fuel is even worse. I need a 9 or a 10 to land safely. Otherwise, it's a 30% chance of dying, but if I roll really poor, it's an 80%. With the cockpit, if I roll really poor, it's a 70%. The engine, way up at the top, I need a 9 or a 10 to land safely, but only a 1 gets, yeah, I'm gonna go with the engine roll first, and let's hope we fail that one. So let's do that. Oh, I rolled a 9. Engine's gone, so let's do the cockpit next. Okay, so it failed the cockpit check. So Buttfargan might not survive this. He's in the cockpit zone. All right, but we did get our man. He will get a Purple Heart for that, or Peter, or Buttfargan, or whatever his name is. Okay, next one is John Jacob Dingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name too. And we have an engine of 2. I'm going to give him 1 more. I have plenty. Let's roll for sun. No sun. Roll for the engine. No engine damage. And let's do nose high. And Schmidt is... He's already used his target and his aim, but he still has 1 target left, and he has quick and luck left. So there we go, we got a hit. So that is awesome. So here's our, I'm trying to spin him up a little. Here's our hit. Oh, we'll do a gunner. And then he will use his timing to get another hit in. And we have an engine or a fuselage. I will take the engine. The second engine hit is good. And I rolled a 10. That is a kill. So Schmidt gets 2 experience, and he's well on his way. Staff gets 2 and 2. And that was a job well done for Schmidt. All right, next one. We have an engine and a turret. I rolled odd, so low is going to be one less hit. We were at Ifland. This guy is as good as dead. Let's roll for the engine. And look, he was so afraid he died on arrival. Ifland still had like many hits he was going to deliver on this one. So 2 experience, 2 victory points. Good job, Ifland, the man, the myth, and the super legend. Deity is the only level left. All right, this is the final one. We're going to use a BF 110 that arrives first, and then I have 3 more that are arriving later. So they're going to go in the return box because you can pursue them with everything. And then I'm going to have 14 TP points for this one. So, because that's everything I have. Remember I sent that whole stack of BF 110s? Well, I can do it, but I have to roll to see if they intercept. I need to roll higher than a 3. And I do. I get a 5. So they intercept. Now, the way the rules work, and I know I covered this before, but this doesn't happen very often. The first guy who arrives in the pursuit, meaning the closest, is the only one that gets a free shot. So that's why we always go here, because it doesn't cost any TP. It's free. These other ones just sit in the return box, and then when he goes to the return box at the end of this first attack, then all 4 of them can come out here and do their magic. All right, so there's no sun, so let's do this. Okay, we got an engine damage. We got 2 wing. Oh, this guy's as good as dead. And then a gunner. So let's do the engine. The wing 1, wing 2. Yeah, it's dead on arrival. All that talk for nothing. But it does mean our BF 110s go home safe. So I'm all for that. All right, so that's another kill, and that is fantastic. So 2 and 2. All right, now we got Grim Reaper time. I don't even care if I lose this JU-88 anymore. I just need Budvargan to live. So JU-88 needs a 7 to 10, and he doesn't live, so I guess I got my wish. And then Budvargan needs a 9 or a 10 to survive without any other consequences. That didn't happen. I rolled a 4, which means he goes to the worst possible place, and now he has a 70% chance of dying. He needs an 8 or higher, and I rolled a 1. Budvargan is out of the game. I have permanently lost one of my pilot spots because he's died twice now. So that hurts, but just to refresh you, well, what hurts is he had a lot of skill points. I mean, he had target, aim, luck. He had everything. So the pilot minimum, as you go down, I mean, you could lose half your roster now, and we'd be fine. We still have all of our roster but 1. So we're still at 17 right now because there's 18 max. Okay. The loss limit, obviously, it's 10. We lost 1. So we're well within, I mean, we're fine, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Let's tally up our finals. Remember, we have -1 OP. So let's go over here and see what our magic is. I know this looks like chicken scratch, but it always means something to me. So we had -14 EP and -1 OP. So for the next round, we're at -1 OP, okay? We have -14 EP and 5, 10, 15, 24. So 24 minus 14 is 10. So we are now up to 69 EP. Right now, I would say that we can just spend like an open faucet. And then, actually, we're at 68 because I have to take 1 away for the lost auxiliary. So 68. And then we have 5, 10, 15, 16 victory points. So we didn't think we were doing all that good, but we actually are very close to the 20. So the 32 plus 16 is 42, 48 victory points. Still a long way off from our 120 that we need. We're almost at the 60 we need to at least get 1 victory. But we still have 6 missions. We're 4 missions in at 48, so let's round it up to 50. That means we can go to 100, and then 125 would be the win, even if you take 4 points off, right? So 125 to 121. Yeah, we're right at the 120 mark right now. So, you know, because we're not quite at 50. So, but it, you know, if you were to extrapolate this out, that would put us at 119 point something or whatever. So that's how close we are to 120. But I think because we have 68 experience points, we're going to make sure there's a couple more inbound missions in our future. And I think we're going to get some more of these than this or this. So that's my plan. And thank you for mission 4. Buttfargen's out. So my plan to increase the number of skilled pilots is actually backfiring. We now have less skilled pilots. I always knew that was the case. I mean, because I took him from a green pilot, you know, after he died the first time, I took him from a green pilot back up to expert. I mean, that was a lot of effort. And he was just now getting into some really, like he was at the same level as Barr and Schmidt. And, you know, I kept riding the tail to get those extra 2 victory points, and I definitely paid a price. No doubt. I wanted him to fail that first check, and he ended up passing it. All right, thanks for watching. As always, stay awesome.